welcome to World Square Corner. This is in Sydney CBD, Liverpool Street, George Street, World Square Corner. This is a great little DG spot. As you can see, there's a lot of flow going through and a lot of day gamers hang in this area. Well, a lot of newbies will stand on the corner. It's not a wise decision to just stand on this corner and then just like pump out multiple sets, because once you eventually number close a few of them, you're going to she's going to look back and see you approaching another girl, and that's going to backfire and you're going to end up with a lot of flaky numbers. But you know, one every now and then is good. This is a great little corner. It's very popular amongst day gamers in Sydney. But the purpose of this video is talking about working hard, being dedicated, ticking a lot of boxes doesn't always pay off in life, and especially in game. You need that X factor. You need some sort of an extra secret little, you know, the old Colonel Sanders. He's got his secret ingredient, right? And this is something that a lot of guys forget. They want to find out about how many approaches to do. They want to ask real simplistic questions as if they're working in a factory or they're in the gym. But I want to go into a bit more detail on this one. Well, before we kick it off, I'm Dave, and this channel is dedicated to giving you no BS, novel dating advice from the modern man. Top link in the description to sign up to do a boot camp in Sydney with me. Day game and night game, online, you know, the whole thing. It's not just day game, by the way. But game isn't just pumping out reps. I think hitting the gym is one of the few things where pumping out reps will get you success. It's like, oh, how many reps do I need to do before I get jacked? Well, you know, you can see it. The guys that do that, they turn up to the gym consistently, they pump out reps, they do the right thing, they're gonna get big eventually, right? Unless they hurt themselves. But pumping out reps is going to work if you hit the gym. It's also gonna work if you're a factory worker on the conveyor belt. But it's not gonna work in game. You need some sort of extra little bit. Now let me explain a little bit more detail and use what I'm building here as an example. Say, this channel here, I've got a channel, Twitter, I got 2 Instagrams. I've got the personal Instagram that I've put out there for general consumption, and the other Instagram that is for students. I've also got myself I wrote a book, I got myself a website, I've created a digital product. I've got a Facebook group with over 40 hours of infield breakdowns in it. I've got a PDF and started building the email marketing aspect of it. So people sign up and they get some free videos and a free PDF, and I get their email, so they sign them up to the newsletter. So I'm gathering that as well. I've built the website myself. I had a look at every other guy in the community, every other coach in the world, and figured out what was the average amount of blog posts that they all had, even if they've been in the industry for a decade. The average amount was about 250 blog posts. I've overshot that. I've now got over 300 blog posts. This channel, as the time that I'm uploading this, has about 350 videos, which is above average for the entire community as well. So if I was lifting weights or I was working in a factory, what you'll be seeing here is someone who would be the most jacked and would have produced the most amount of goods. That doesn't mean that I have the most amount of traction, the most amount of clients. It doesn't mean anything. Now that I've put in the work and I've done the fundamentals with business, it's time to add the X factor, which is prove over time that I know what I'm talking about. I have game, and I can I'm advanced enough to coach guys around the world, and good enough to compete in the top 5-10 coaches in the world. Now's the X factor, right? And a lot of guys, they get into this and they go, okay, well, how many sets do I need to approach? How many reps do I need to do until I get a girlfriend or until I get success? That's a hard one to answer. Another question that I get is, how long do I need to stay in set? How long do I need to interact with the girl? Shorter or longer interactions better? You see, these guys are missing the whole X factor. They're missing the secret sauce. They're missing the secret ingredient. They ask, how long should the interactions be? How many approaches should I be doing? They're missing something, right? And with game, a lot of guys, they think that they can just pump out the reps, they can do the basic stuff, put in the hard work that way, spend 8 hours a day gaming without doing any night gaming, by the way, and they think that that's going to somehow get them success, but it's not, you see. And I just thought that I'd bring that up for you guys at home. If you're hitting the gym, sure, literally you don't need a brain to go to the gym. You go there, it's like, oh, heavy thing, pick up heavy thing, put heavy thing down, and then repeat. That's pretty much all you're doing, and you do it over time, and your body is going to change, and you're going to start to look better. When it comes to other aspects of life, and I've learnt this over time, because I have an extremely, my work ethic. I'm known for one thing, that is my work ethic. I have a work ethic that is comparable to most people, but that doesn't mean that I get success, right? And I think this might sound like a bit of a sales thing, but it really is. It really is important that you go out and get coaching with someone that's actually made it. Now, for instance, with my website, my business, if I was to find myself someone who's done it before, have access to them, I've struggled to find them online, believe it or not. The marketing for these marketers is terrible, but I've had trouble finding people that I can go out and reach out to and pay for proper coaching. I've paid people to learn how to build a website. I've paid people to work to teach me how to write blog posts. I've spent 7 years on YouTube, so I know what I'm doing there. I've made some viral videos in the past. I know exactly what I'm doing there. But the thing here is that secret little bit of, that secret ingredient is missing with a lot of guys that get into game, and they get stuck in intermediate purgatory. And really, a lot of those guys haven't got coaching by someone that knows what they're doing. And it sounds like a bit of a sales pitch, but it kind of is, and it's true, that if you're not putting in the time and effort, as well as listening to a coach and getting coaching, then you might never actually get that secret ingredient that's going to get you the success that you require. And then you'll be stuck in intermediate purgatory, and then you'll start thinking that you know all the theory because you've been watching all these experts online, and you'll never reach your full potential. That's sort of all I wanted to bring to you guys today. Work ethic isn't everything, and it's not going to help you to succeed in life, especially not in game. So click the subscribe button if you're new here. Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense to you. And well, you can't see it right now, but don't spend 10 hours a day standing on World Square Corner without having access to an advanced gamer and expect yourself to improve. I'll see you guys in the next video.